All right, guys, we're back. Thanks for staying with us. Thanks for watching. Okay, here is the CAT converter for Bank 2. Okay, I showed y'all earlier the fault code is generated. Pretty much, guys, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say anytime you see a CAT efficiency code, efficiency is the key word here. You're typically gonna end up needing a CAT converter. Okay, now I know there's a diagnostic procedure you're supposed to go through and all that, but is it a waste of time? I wouldn't say that, but depending on how much time you have, guys. Here in my world, we press for time on everything. There's nothing that doesn't require time to be managed. Okay, so I would say you see an efficient CAT efficiency code, the particular CAT converter in question basically needs to be replaced, guys. So I'm getting ready to install a new CAT converter on Bank 2. All right, the fault code found a problem with Bank 2, guys, and we all know how to tell Bank 2. At least we ought to by now. Whichever the cylinder head has cylinder 2 on it is considered Bank 2, and obviously the other cylinder head will be Bank 1 because that's obviously where cylinder 1 is going to be. Okay, in this case it's 3.6 pentastar with the engine being sideways. Bank 2 is going to be up front. All right, so here's the CAT. Like I say, guys, I'm getting ready to replace this. Now, a couple things to gain access. We have to gain access to the CAT. Okay, I typically end up removing the fan. Once you remove the fan, of course, the reservoir, and you can move this out the way also to gain pretty good room. That will get you access to the upper bolts, which is bolt to the head. Okay, and of course, from underneath the car, you'll be able to get to the bolts that connect the rest of the exhaust system up to it. But this is what we need to gain access to. All right, so guys, let's get started, man. I'm gonna get this complete fan assembly out of my way. It is completely in my way. I'm gonna remove the reservoir, and for simplicity's sake, I'm gonna take the upper radiator hose on it. So be prepared to lose a little coolant. In fact, put your drain bucket under there so you won't lose as much. Okay, what else? Yeah, it's fairly simple. In fact, so simple I won't bother wasting footage on getting it out. Oh, the fan remover, I will go over. It's just held in by tabs, guys. You see that? Once you push in both side tabs, you should be able to lift. There's the other one. I push that in. You should be able to lift straight up. All right. So, first, you really need to get this reservoir out the way, and it just simply picks up out of groove. It's held in by grooves, guys. So don't panic about that. Just get it out of its groove, and then pick straight up on it like such, and bring it on out. All right. So, guys, I'm gonna go grab my drill, my electric drill, and everything that I'm gonna need to get the exhaust off. Okay, because it's pretty much all you're gonna need tools for, and a 10mm, because like I say, the head of the CAT is bolted to the cylinder head with 4 10mm bolts. All right, come on out of here, baby. So guys, stay tuned, don't go anywhere. I will be right back. Alright, guys, so we got the fan out the way. Now, guys, like I say, what we're really chasing is these 4 upper bolts. Okay, now you can get these 2 from the top, but in order to gain access to the bottom 2, this shield will have to come off. Alright, at least I tend to take it off to get it off, to make my life a little simpler. Alright, the shield is held on by these little 10mm screws. Okay, now I'm gonna have to let the car up in the air to gain access to those. So Without further ado, guys, and plus we got to go up anyway to loosen the manifold. So what I'll do is loosen everything from the bottom, at the bottom, and come back, let the car back down and get these last two, and then let it fall down from the top. All right, we'll do it like that, guys. So stay tuned. Let's get with it. All right, guys. So I'm removing all the little nuts. We're trying to get the shell off, guys. Okay, I have one more up here. Got to get the shell out in order to gain access to the 4 bolts that's bolted to the cylinder head. All right. So here's the last one. Now the shell should, yeah. It's a matter of finagling at this point. Okay, let's get that out the way now. As you can see, I have 1, 2, just the 4 bolts that's holding it up to the head. Got to get those off, guys. And while you getting those off, go ahead and spray some rust penetration on the inside of these so they'll be ready to go. All right, let's get those 4 bolts off. All right, guys, I'm back up top. So we finna go ahead and take the 2 upper bolts off of the cat converter, guys. And be careful, guys. Try not to bang into this radiator because this radiator is extremely sensitive. Earlier I tapped into it. I hope it don't start pissing a leak. So just be extremely careful. So let's go ahead and get the 2 bolts off of the cat from the top. And from there we can finish working from the bottom. Alright, guys, we're back up in the air. As you can see, I now have the 2 bolts on the top off. Now guys, for the record, to get those bottom bolts, guys, you're gonna need like an offset wrench. Okay, I had to use my offset 10mm. And also for the record, you do not have to take them all the way out. So just bag them out about half a turn because this converter sits inside of that little shell. I can show you the shell when I remove it, but for the most part, just do not take the 2 bottom bolts all the way out. You may need an offset wrench. I had to use my 10mm in order to get on the bolt and turn it. Okay, just keep that in mind, guys. So all we have to do now is remove the bottom exhaust bolts and we're ready. Alright, guys, we are ready. Just make sure the O2 sensors are unplugged. Simply lift up and out. Now you can see that seat, the way the head of the cat converter sits inside that seat. It's pretty unique, but that's pretty much it, guys. You just pick up and then come out. Alright, so here you have it. And of course from there you transfer your O2 sensors and put them on the new cat and then install the new cat. Okay, now I would not record the installation procedure because this is just a mere reversal of the removal process. Okay, but I did want you to see how it come out. All right, let's take another look at this so you can see, see how this set. Now guys, depending on the condition of this gasket, like this one broke, so you might want to replace it. If it's not broke, they are reusable. It depends on, you know, how you feel about it. I'd get another one if it's broke. This one is broke. I will replace that. But when you see how I just got this loose, because you wanted to set it in there. Okay, so don't remove these all the way. The only way you're going to get to these bolts is to remove the cover on the cat, in my opinion. Some people can get to it without it. I can't. So whatever floats your boat. Of course, here's the starter, things like that. So we're done with the cat, guys. That's all I have. I want to say P0430, I want to say. I will put it in the description. Cat efficiency failure, pretty much, guys, at the end of the day, it's going to end up being a cat. I got to the point where I stopped spending a lot of time trying to diagnose it. Some people go as far as replace O2 sensors at the same time. So you get a O2 sensor, 2 O2 sensors, and a new cat. Now, guys, I will say this, guys. There is some aftermarket cat converters being sold that are not what's the word I'm looking for? The airflow is not up to par with OEM. So you can end up with misfire fault codes. You can end up with more efficiency code. You can even end up with a exhaust restriction. Okay. They just not, they trying to save money, pitch pennies on building them, and they're not coming up with the right flow rate. Okay, so be careful with the aftermarket cat converters. Yes, I know these are extremely expensive. The Mopar OEM are expensive. I needed one for my van. I almost had a heart attack when I realized how much they cost. Okay, I can't fix that, and I wasn't trying to like get in emissions. Y'all know how I do about emissions. Okay, I wouldn't tell you to do that, but that's a video right there as far as that goes. Now, but like I say, be careful with the aftermarket cats. Okay, they're not up to par. They have not been certified. The airflow, it's partially restricted, or either too much airflow. There's a problem with the aftermarket cats. Watch it. If you put a cat on, all of a sudden you got misfire. Just be careful, guys. That's all I have to say. Now I'm done, guys. That's all I have. Thanks for watching. Comment, subscribe. I'll see y'all in the next video.